Well, welcome back into the Mid-Norfolk garden, and this afternoon I'm going to be sowing some purslane, winter purslane, not a plant I've ever grown before as a salad variety, but one I'm intrigued to try and grow because I visited one of the commercial little market gardens that are springing up all over the UK at the moment, and they were just planting purslane out now in little plugs of 3 or 4 plants to grow as a cut and come again plant. Not a plant that I've grown, and I'm not familiar with it. The only variety of seeds I could find were Suttons, developed by James Wong. He's got his lovely mugshot on the front of them. A taste sensation, they claim. Now, I've not eaten purslane before, so I don't know exactly what it's like and how it grows. But I'm past the normal sowing period for this as an outdoor crop, which is the end of August. We're now the end of May, but I'm intrigued to try and get some to germinate. And to do so, I'm going to plant them not directly into the ground, but into these little 4-inch pots, and then germinate them inside the conservatory, where I've still got a bit more background heat than if I were to leave these outside, and then hopefully have some plants for planting out under fleece, or ideally in a polytunnel if I had one. We haven't yet, but I might form a little micro polytunnel stroke greenhouse out of some polythene and some supports to grow this as a winter cut and come again salad. So let's open up the packet and see what we get from Suttons for, this was £2.49 in the garden centre, so I need a good cut and come again crop off that to make it worthwhile. Let's see what we get. Okay, tiny little, very small central indents in them seeds. Contents in this packet, they used to give you an average contents on the back of seed packets, but they don't on this, but I've probably got 200 or 300 I should think. And I want to sow these very, very thinly here because I don't want to disturb them, so I'm just going to aim for probably maximum 10 of these seedlings spread as evenly as I can get them around these pots. You're not going to be able to see anything with these dropping through, they're so tiny, but I'm trying just to sprinkle them over the surface and not too thickly. And say, I've not grown purslane before, so I don't know what these are going to look like when they germinate, which is why I'm using a proprietary multi-purpose compost, and I'm just burying these probably about ½ centimetre below the surface, which is the guidance given on the seed packet. This compost's nice and moist, but I'm probably going to give them a little extra drink just to get them established, and then make sure the compost doesn't dry out. And we'll see how quickly, with a bit of heat in the conservatory, these germinate up. The seeds are good till 2024, so I'm going to seal those up, and we'll start sowing those again as suggested by the producer in April and May next year, or a little earlier if we've got a conservatory available, so we can start the growing season with a bit of protection earlier. So let's see how we get on with purslane. We'll give you an update as they're coming through, and then over the course of the winter to show you if these are successful or a complete dead loss. I know I'm pushing my luck sowing them this late in the season, but it's been a mild season, and hey, our climate's changing. In the UK we've had just the hottest summer ever and a couple of really mild winters, so we're pushing the boundaries here to see what we can get away with increasingly.